As you can see there, Flo is staying there for a couple of minutes for Jane to do a check on her. So she's checking around her, make sure everything's okay. And she's asking for a flipper. And the idea of walking around the flipper area is eventually what we're trying to do with our sea lions is draw some blood from the sea lion. And the only way you can get blood from a sea lion is around the flipper area. So this is all part of the training. Also, as well, what she'll do as well is she'll ask the sea lion to open her mouth. So she'll get Flo to open her mouth, and what Jenny will do is just look inside her mouth. The reason for doing this behaviour is just to check, make sure everything's okay with the sea lion's eyes, or sea lion's teeth, I should say, not eyes. I'm getting carried away here at the moment. And the reason for this is that sea lions have been known to break their teeth, and they might get a little abscess, so we check the teeth every day to make sure everything's okay with the sea lion. Now, when we're happy with the sea lion being sitting there nice and steady on the rock, what we do then as part of the training is we get the sea lion just to do a lay down on the ground. So Jenny will introduce the target to the ground, then she will ask Flo to come over and just do a little lay down on the ground beside the target. And that means then Jenny can then do another examination on the sea lion. So she'll ask the sea lion to stay nice and steady, and Jenny can do an examination by rubbing her hands across the body, just checking again for any injury or any damage that may have occurred during the night or during the day. So this is all very important.
Sorry, I'm only doing half of the part. The rest of it.
Then after that, then when we have the sea lion nice and trained to stay nice and steady, what we'll do then is we introduce what we call a shoe. The shoe is simply this object here in my hand, it's going to lay down on the ground. And what we do is we ask the sea lion to come over and put their head into this shoe. The reason for doing this is actually we do a check on the sea lion's eyes. So just check, make sure everything's okay, because it's known for the sea lions to get a couple of eye problems. So what we'll do is just make sure that we don't have any eye problems. And then if there is a problem with the eyes, we can actually then administrate antibiotic drops into the sea lion's eyes as a treatment. So this is all behaviours we're training for further things with our sea lions. So as you can see, Jenny's walking around the eyes, checking, make sure everything's okay. And then if she needs to then put a little antibiotic drop into the eye, the sea lion's trying to keep the eye open still, and then she put a drop into the sea lion's eye. Then further on then from this behaviour then, again what we do is we'll ask them to do a lay down. We actually have the sea lion trained to do a rollover. And the rollover is simply just for doing a check on the sea lion. But what we do with this behaviour is if Flo is actually pregnant, we can actually check the pregnancy of the sea lion by bringing out the ultrasound scanner, the powerful one that we have, and we ask the sea lion to roll over on their back, and that means then we can actually pretend that we have a scanner with us today, and Jenny will move her hand around the sea lion's belly, and she's checking them around to make sure everything's okay. So she should just roll over, think it out, there she is. And then Jenny moves her hand all the way around the body. And then what we do then is we can bring out an ultrasound scanner out and check then on the development of a young pup inside her. Now at the moment she's not pregnant because she's a little bit young. It'll be another year or two before she will get pregnant. So this is all training for later on as she gets older. Now, as well as part of the training as well, as you can see over here on my left hand side, we have some sea lions in our pen. We have the sea lions actually trained to go into the pens themselves. So what we're going to do next is going to get Jenny to get Flo to go in. And this is all very important part of the training. It means that we can actually catch the sea lions up in the pens if there's any problems. And also the vet can come in very closely to the sea lions in the back area, because we also train in the back area as well. So this is all very important behaviours that we train the sea lions for. So you send her in now, Jen. So wave goodbye. And then she goes in, she'll open the door, she'll go in and close the door, and give her a big round of applause as she shuts the door. It's great when a plan comes together, it's fantastic. Makes life a lot easier. Well done.